for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh yeah, this is it. Now in this episode, we see more of what was happening at the end of 3, as far as Cap having the new Cap rather. He's having some second thoughts, or just some more anxiety issues and confidence issues. Some things that he was lacking that they ignored just to focus on his accomplishments, to push him forward. Things that would make him very unfit to host that shield. And that formula just makes you more of what you are. And like I said, I'm proud of Marvel for going as far as they did, and Disney allowing this. Disney is saying, look, we're making money, so it has not stopped or hindered us. So, hey, if you guys want to keep going forward, go ahead. So they're tackling the issues of the society of race and how the shield and the flag, which is basically a symbol for the flag, means something different to everyone else. But Sam's going to have to decide, as a black man who has basically been shunned by that logo, and the country that he's fighting for, that he loves, not loving him back, that symbol has to mean something to him. And no one else can tell or define or let him know what that symbol means to him. So he doesn't know if he wants to carry that shield. No, that really wasn't the case with me. But let me see. Yeah, the signal seemed to be messed up or something. I don't know. But in any case, the episode really let people know exactly where everyone stood. Episode 4 was amazing because of the way it was done and the way it was shot. Sam gets to use most of his gifts. You know, he was trained for this, and when he was in the military, this is what he trained for, to be able to negotiate and talk people down. So you get to see the majority of his skill. In the conversation he was having with her, he basically had her realizing what she was doing was not going to help at all. It was only going to escalate the situation, and it was going to put more pain and more restrictions on them. So the people she thinks she's helping, she's just making their lives worse, going about it the wrong way. And he's trying to get her to see light in this. now in the shadows have been the power broker. Now I don't know why Agent Carter, she didn't get involved when she seemingly has an army. These guys are standing around her with guns. Like, why she didn't get involved? So if she winds up being the power broker, I'm gonna be upset, really, because I'm like, that's just not good. So we're supposed to have another Marvel figure show up. So everyone's excited and waiting for that. You have a lot of people vested in the survival of a lot of these characters, as far as what they're actually doing, what's happening, the progress, story development. Now Bucky, he's basically taking a seat to Falcon's story. Then it kind of fell on that. More Falcon not taking the shield. Because I always felt like, you know, eventually he's going to take the shield. You know that. So, uh-oh. Let me see what this nonsense is about. I don't like to see cops moonlighting. I'm like, they moonlighting right where I need to be. That's not good. Yeah, I mean, the only thing about this Captain America is that he was never likable from the beginning. You didn't kind of like him, even though they kind of gave you a storyline and kind of say, okay, well, maybe he's an alright guy, maybe he's alright, he's not alright. The problem is they didn't have a lot of episodes like they gave WandaVision. I feel that this should have had 10 episodes instead of 6. You know, they give the brother 6, but they give WandaVision 10. You know, I ain't like that. Now, I love WandaVision, but this is the core, hardcore. This is more grounded. Instead of all this superpower stuff, this is a little bit more grounded. So, well, they're keeping true to the personality of the characters that they have, and I like that. You know, they're basically not going to conform, and they're going to keep the situation just the way it is. Yeah, these are the last 2 episodes. That's why it's been moving so fast. So you didn't have a chance to really get to like New Cap before he started to turn and go bad. He had to basically like him in one episode, and then him having to descend in the next episode. So he came off as pretty much a prick the entire time. A lot of people feel that way, and I don't blame them for feeling that way. Not at all. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This one hits home a lot. You know, I feel that this show right here is taking a turn to showing that storytelling about, you can have stuff about blacks and things that's going on that's happening in the world right now. By them focusing on the actual blip itself and the 5-year gap of Tony mishap, because he didn't want to lose his daughter, none of that, didn't want to change nothing for the last 5 years. He wanted to just bring everybody back. So that don't change anything from the last 5 years. It just wipes out everything. You know? It's, everybody has to readjust. Like, they kind of made fun of it in Spider-Man Far From Home, where she said she just reappeared in her old apartment and it was a couple standing there. The wife thought she was the husband's mistress, and he was sneaking a girl in the house. And then everybody else, the grandmother, thought that she was a ghost haunting the place. So they just had a quick fix and just had him move out and find a new place to live. That was it. You know, everything was fixed for that, but for everybody else, it wasn't that easy. You know, people were starting to come back, and then people had lost jobs, everything. So they focusing on this readjustment period. And that's the core of this whole problem. A lot of these factions were created during those 5 years people were out, and then people came back. Now it's like, look, dude, I'm not going back. I don't care what this spot used to be for you. Be born and raised up the block. This is my spot now. Then you seen them with Black Panther too. When you saw the Deja Manoa got down, and that was the character. She wasn't in Black Panther, I don't think. She was the character that was missing. I feel that was in, she was in Civil War, and you get to find out that she was shamed because she failed her mission. So they start off and they kind of show Bucky's past, how they got him and fixed him and set him free from the code that dominated his life. It was a good, powerful scene. So Zemo already knew eventually he was going to have to get free because the Wakandans is going to be hunting him down. Well, New Cap showed up, and then all of a sudden he got beat down, and he was like, they didn't even have no super serum, and he couldn't even beat them. So he started feeling weak and like he wasn't deserving of the shield. He doesn't feel like he should be having the shield on him. So he's going in there and saying, if you had the super serum, would you take it, to his partner, Battlestar. So Battlestar end up, getting killed when he's actually punched. And that was a shock. I didn't expect Battlestar to die. And that just sent New Cap into a rage, where he sits there and crushes an unarmed man who didn't have anything to do with it, who was a fan of Captain America. He grew up as a kid idolizing Captain America, and now his life has been taken by that same symbol and shield that he looked up to. That's some powerful stuff there. Then you see the way you see the blood on the shield and everything. And then now once it's done, he's just in a warehouse, completely just gutted. Sam and Bucky arrive to take the shield from him. And oh my goodness, that's where they kind of leave us hanging. Now the next episode is about 60 minutes. So it's one of the longest episodes they got. So I can imagine that the next two will probably be an hour long. Easy. Well, we tried. So once you try to get things done the right way, you got to try to find angles to navigate a path to better everything. So everything comes with sacrifice. If you keep doing the same thing and just hoping and you keep trucking along, something's gonna happen. You're gonna have to make a change. You're gonna have to make that jump, that leap of faith. And that's where Sam's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to. All of this is showing him what he should have done in the first place, was taking the shield. Well, we're gonna see how a lot of this stuff, this new character they got that's coming in the next episode, supposedly is a real popular musician. A lot of people think it's Rihanna. It's a Marvel character that we love and we wanted to always see in the Marvel Universe. And a lot of people think this character should be next with, or linked up with, now, if it's Storm, it's Rihanna and Storm, and they're crossing over the Fox thing, I'm gonna be very disappointed, because I'm like, we've seen Storm, just not in the Marvel, but we've seen it in Fox, so that still was Marvel. Like, if they try to come with some trickery like that, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Yeah, I had a busy day, man. Just tired altogether. I got my living room furniture. Got my living room furniture together. That helped. Y'all don't know how long I was up yesterday. That's why my body's so tired now. Dude, it took a toll out of me. Dude, I worked my butt off last night, man. I put together that whole DVD rack just so it to be the wrong DVD rack. So now I gotta move that one downstairs. I'm like, I'm just moving this one downstairs because This ain't making no sense. So it's amazing how I got my furniture back too. Once I came in there, I went in there straight nigga style. I got my furniture for the living room. All I had to do was go in there and with my jogging pants on, my t-shirt I slept in, walk in and start raising hell. They took furniture for somebody who ordered. I don't know nothing about them, but they got screwed. They took the furniture set from them and they finna give it to me. That's they were like, we'll just take the piece from another thing that we had ordered, and we're just gonna tell them, they gotta just wait. I'm like, I don't care what you do. Thank you, Mr. Walker. So episode 5 should be very intense. I'm looking forward to it. The show has been rave reviews for me about so far. So I'm looking forward to the rest of it. So I'm gonna holler at you. I don't know if HD had a video that pop up. I didn't get an alert. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm out.